Hi, my name is Matthew Williamson. I want to take a moment to thank you for viewing these excerpts from an interview I recently granted to CPA Jack McDonough in Tampa, Florida during a recent IRS problem-solving seminar I attended.
What is the best advice you could offer any taxpayer suffering from an IRS problem?
Oh, that's easy. The number one piece of advice to give any taxpayer is not to contact the IRS themselves.
Why do you think taxpayers should avoid contacting the IRS themselves?
Mainly there's three reasons for most people that apply. The first is the obvious. The government's looking out for the government. They're not looking out for the taxpayer. The second isn't as obvious, and this is why people get into trouble. And that's where people contact the IRS. They start talking, and they actually make it easier for the IRS to attach their wages, actually take money out of their paycheck, or take money out of their bank account when they're least expecting it and most need it. They give them so much information that it just makes it so that the IRS has control over the taxpayer's assets, and the taxpayer no longer does. And the third is the taxpayer may easily agree to something that's not in the taxpayer's best interest without even realizing what the taxpayer is doing.
What is the best advice you could offer any taxpayer suffering from an IRS problem?
First thing they do is contact a trained IRS professional. The reason they want to do this is, one, it gets them away from having to deal directly with the IRS if they don't want to. And basically that means they don't have to deal with phone calls from the IRS, they don't have to contact the IRS personally, they don't have to deal with the conflict involved with the IRS. The professional can give them options and help them minimize the tax obligation they have, possibly even getting rid of penalties. So there's some real benefits in going with an IRS trained professional, and I highly recommend a trained attorney in this area.
How do you help taxpayers in your community solve IRS problems?
Well, what I do is I offer a free consultation where they can talk to somebody with my office that's trained about what they can do or what their options are to handle their IRS problem.
How do you help taxpayers in your community solve IRS problems?
Easy. Pick up the phone and call. The number is area code 831-657-0100. Again, real easy. 831-657-0100.
Matthew, thank you very much for your time today.
Thank you.